You melt your wax perfectly, you're whipping it, you're excited to make your whipped candle, and all of a sudden it turns to concrete. It is ruined before you even get started. Trust me, I've ruined dozens of candles trying to master how to whip candle wax. Here's the thing that nobody tells you. You didn't buy bad wax. It's not a wax problem. What it is you have bad timing. Bad timing equals bad candle results when you're working with whipped wax. You really have to perfect your timing. You might be having this issue because almost everyone does. When wax cools too fast, it can turn grainy, clumpy, and too hard to pipe. This is the moment that matters. Not when it's fully liquid, not when it's solid, right here. It's white. It feels thick like frosting. It slowly drips off the spatula. This is the window. Watch this. See how it holds its shape, but it still moves? That's what you want. If it pours, it's too hot. If it chunks, it's too cold. Now watch what happens if I wait too long. This is where most people lose their batch. Game over? But here's the part that saves it. I don't throw it away. I reheat the wax. When you do this, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna wanna scrape the sides, you're gonna re-whip it, and look at that, it's back. Here's the number one secret that no one tells you. Whip candles aren't about strength, they're about patience. You don't rush wax, you listen to it. Timing beats talent every time when you're whipping candle wax. Let's recap. Too hot equals soup. Too cold equals bricks. Right temperature equals fluffy perfection. Now, the secret when you're doing this, right? So you want to heat your candle wax up. Always be scraping the sides of the bowl, be scraping the bottom of the bowl, and come in multiple times with a hand mixer. So when I'm doing this, I don't just hand mix it once and call it good or hand mix it the entire time. I do it in little bursts. So I will come in, I'm gonna scrape all of the sides, I'm gonna make sure that all of the wax is mixed up really well. I'm gonna come in with the hand mixer, and then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna again hand mix it again, because that's how we check the consistency. That's how we know where the wax is at any given moment. Now, when I'm whipping it with the hand mixer, I'm only doing this for maybe 30 seconds. It's not like I'm whipping it for 2 minutes and then checking it. Now, I don't know that you have to babysit it as much as I do, but I always stay right at my wax. I've had far too many candles fail on me because of bad timing. So I literally stay right here. I take the 20 minutes that it's gonna take to make sure that I have a perfect whipped wax. Now, that's not always the case. More than once, I've had candles fail. I had entire days where I did nothing but fail at whipping wax. And there is so many lessons that you learn when you're failing. So one of the biggest things that I learned is we can reheat the wax. It's not game over at that point. It's not like there's nothing that we can do. My preferred route is to use a heat gun and to go ahead and use that. So what we do with the heat gun is we just go ahead and we put it over the candle wax and we melt it. Now, I like to use this opportunity to clean up the sides of my jar, because all of my scraping and stuff, you can tell that I make a whole mess with the wax. So it kind of helps me clean up a little bit and do a little restart. Now, if you don't have a heat gun, you can certainly pop it back on the pouring pot. You could pop it in the microwave. The wax that I have is actually microwave safe, so that works too. Whatever's easiest for you, whatever tools that you have. Now, really pay attention to the consistency. I cannot go over this enough. So when we're in a soupy consistency, it's not gonna hold its shape. Like if you drop it back into the bowl, it's just gonna turn back into a blob. There's no way that this is gonna hold the pipe shape that you're going for. Now, on the reverse side, when you're too thick, when you are a thick clump of wax, it's not gonna pipe. It's just like a big blob. It just blobs off the spatula. It's not gonna be pretty at that point. It's finding the sweet spot. And where that is it's the point when you're whipping wax it slides off the spatula pretty easy. If you draw a shape in the spatula and you try to create like a peak, it holds its shape. It kind of holds the design that you want to pipe it. Now, at this point, You might be thinking, ooh, I need to get a little bit thicker. That's where a lot of people make a mistake, because you don't. You have to get it into the piping bag. Remember, you're putting this wax into a cold piping bag, which is gonna cool it down a little bit more. So really pay attention to the consistency. Once you hit the point where your wax is the consistency, you drag the spatula through it, it's holding the shape, you kind of pull up, it's holding a peak, it comes off the spatula kind of easy but not soupy. That's when you want to move. And then from there, you can just go ahead and pipe your candle wax. On this one, I actually had a little bit left over, so I'm doing some testing on doing whipped melted wax. So I thought that would be kind of fun just to test out with the extra wax, because I hate to waste it. I really hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy making and using your whipped candle wax as much as I did. I hope this video really helped troubleshoot whipping candle wax for you, because I know it's the #1 comment that I get on my videos is that your stuff clumps up. So really, it's just about timing and being patient and knowing how to fix it. If it doesn't work out, we can try it again, and that's all part of learning. Let me know in the comments down below what your biggest frustration is now with candles. If you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, I do put a link to my blog if you want to go check that out at summerrain.website. Okay, you tell me that's not a beautiful candle. I'm in love. And I think I got the color spot on. So I used the raspberry embeds from my mold making video. So if you're interested in that, I will wherever I can put it on the screen, I'll put it on there so you can click over. But this is a raspberry embed candle. I really think on this one, I nailed the color. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I hope you're feeling good about candle wax after watching this video.